Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Razer DeathAdder V3 Pro.
Starting at number 5.
Razer Cobra Pro. The Razer Cobra Pro can do it all. It's a jack of all trades, so while it doesn't quite hit the low weight expectancy of an FPS-first device or the wider macro functionality of a more MMO-focused pointer, it's found itself an excellent sweet spot. This is a gaming mouse for the Steam generalist, so rather than focusing all its energies on a handful of use cases, it's working to be an all-in-one device. Design: while it looks a little like a Viper at first glance, the glossy accents, RGB underglow, and DPI shifter buttons under the scroll wheel certainly separate it from the rest of the snake pit. This is still a subtle mouse. Like many Razer options, it's coated in a soft-touch matte back plastic, but it also benefits from a shock of RGB color and a rubber-textured panel along the left flank. It's got a shorter body than other Razer gaming mice, with a less pronounced hump in the center, which means this can be flung around a desk in a fingertip, claw, or palm grip comfortably. Features: you'll find both 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth connectivity under the hood, with 8 programmable buttons and a second layer of Razer Hypershift functionality as well. That's plenty of customization options, all waiting to be saved to one of 5 onboard profiles.
Coming at number 4.
Razer DeathAdder V3. We called the Razer DeathAdder V3 an FPS mouse for those who hate FPS mice. That's because it's a surprisingly lightweight pointer that doesn't achieve such a low weight simply by restricting things down to a skinny form factor. Design: super light FPS mice like the Razer Viper V2 Pro above and the MSI Clutch GM31 are often particularly small, making for an uncomfortable experience for anyone with larger hands. However, the Razer DeathAdder V3 manages to pack a 59G footprint while still offering the chunky curves required for long-term comfort. That shape won't work for everyone. In fact, it's geared slightly towards those with larger hands. However, it's a nippy pointer that manages to avoid the pitfalls of many lightweight gaming mice. Features: the lower price does mean you're losing out on RGB support, and there are fewer programmable buttons here when compared to the similarly priced Razer Basilisk V3 model, but there's still plenty to love.
At number 3.
Razer DeathAdder V2. The DeathAdder line is Razer's budget but still ergonomic series of affordable pointers, and the V2 Mini is the cheapest of the bunch. Regularly found for under $25/£25, and sometimes on sale for less than $10/£10, the DeathAdder V2 Mini offers excellent value for money overall. Design: all of that coming at such a low price is well worth taking note of. In fact, we actually enjoyed the grip tape included with the mini version far more than the standard grippy surface of the main release, and the sweat-absorbent design was much appreciated as well. We also noted that the smaller size meant Razer's snappy switches felt all the more tactile underhand, whereas the full-size device can feel a little mushy. Features: the 8500 DPI is smaller than the 20K in the V2 and the 30K in the V3, but everyday players will rarely need more than this sensitivity anyway. Plus, there's still 6 programmable buttons to customize to your needs and a set of optical switches to keep things speedy underneath as well.
Number 2 of my list.
Razer Basilisk V3. The Razer Basilisk V3 might not be the best in its range on paper, but it's the best Razer mouse for the majority of players right now thanks to its low price and well-rounded feature set. Design: the Basilisk V3 is packed full of programmable buttons, but its larger body and longer slope mean it's still effortlessly wieldable on the battlefield and super comfortable to boot. The thumb tray and additional grip support keep things precise, even if that overall weight is higher than other more FPS-focused pointers in Razer's range. Features: packed with personalization and RGB options, it's an easy recommendation for the vast majority of players looking for a solid all-in-one experience. You're getting a pretty powerful RGB underglow effect that offers up one of the more innovative LED uses we've seen in a long time, as well as new second-generation switches in the main clicks.
And number 1.
Razer Viper V2 Pro. The Razer Viper V2 Pro is not only the best Razer mouse, but it's also our favorite wireless gaming mouse as well. Design: the Featherlight 58G form factor makes those wild sweeps and frantic spins incredibly easy on the wrist. The flatter shape might not be for everyone, but we found that, for a fingertip grip in particular, this is still an endlessly comfortable and responsive experience. If you have a hard time maintaining control though, it might be best to prioritize the black colorway. Neither models come with a grippy texture on the side like the previous Razer Viper Ultimate, but do ship with extra tape to tack on. Unfortunately, the white model uses the same black stickers, which does detract from the overall aesthetic. Features: not only is the V2 Pro a powerhouse, but it's an efficient powerhouse. The battery life on this pointer means you won't have to keep its juice level in the back of your mind, all thanks to the removal of RGB lighting. That's a sacrifice we're willing to make. The crisp white contours of this device are beautiful enough as they are. The Viper V2 Pro also features Razer's best tech yet, with its 30K sensor and Gen 3 optical switches for a particularly crisp and speedy actuation.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.